Welcome back to this channel. Today I wanted to record another video, and since this is already the second video, I should probably start to think of a name for this series. So I was thinking along the lines of Roel records his strategies or Boomstra's best games. But if one of you has a better suggestion, please let me know, and you'll get an honorable mention in the next video. So the game I want to show to you today is my game against NDiaga Samb. It was played in preparation of the World Championship 2015. That year we went to Cameroon to play the strongest African players to prepare. And this is a game I played against NDiaga Samb, and he's been one of the strongest African grandmasters for the past, I would say, 25 years or so. So yeah, let's take a look at what happened in this game. So we went for this line, and this line has actually been a favorite line of NDiaga Samb. I also had it previously against him, and in the game in 2011 I played like this. Takes, 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 takes. And here you see this interesting 4-clock structure, which generally leads to a very interesting game. But in this game I had some other plans. I wanted to play for an outpost and play for the center, just as in the first game. So you see here that I take this outpost on 24. And this outpost is strong against these two pieces on the side. But in return, black has some flexibility. He can attack this piece at any moment he likes, either on this side or on this side. And moreover, white also has this weak piece on 46 that black can play against. Within the game, I think my opponent quickly made a positional mistake, because the game went like this, and here I have a very simple but effective idea to develop this piece on 46. So I went for this. He has to block, and now I take this 3x3, making way for this piece on 46 to join the game. So I think in this position white is already a bit better. White has this strong outpost and no other weaknesses, or no weaknesses at all in his position. So for black it's very hard to create any kind of counterplay. So in the game, NDiaga tries to control this side of the board. And yeah, you should notice that I have this pyramid again, which is almost always strong. So I have a really nice center here. Here I went for a slightly surprising move. I went for this move, and it looks surprising because I develop his weak piece on 25. But on the other hand, I gain 2 tempos by taking this way, and also I make space to play some easy moves on this side. And the last reason this usually is a strong move is because at some point black needs to go to 25 again to create some counterplay against my attack. So in this position it's important not to make this move, because then you will fall for a very small trap. Black will sacrifice this piece and now this one. So this is the majority rule. White needs to take 2 and black takes 3. And this advanced piece will win the game. So I played the accurate move 39-34. And yeah, here it's important to know that NDiaga has always been a very interesting player. He always goes for the most aggressive setups. So taking backwards in this position and focusing on defense only, I think it will simply not cross his mind. So yeah, just in his usual style he took forward. But here it's already a bit difficult for him to find a good plan, because the most normal move I would say is 1-7. But this in this case is a pretty weak move, because I will reply with this move. And now he cannot attack my piece due to this king shot. Takes 2 to king, winning the game. So after 1-7, 34-30, He has to make, for instance, a move like this. I will attack. And in general, these positions with these 3 white pieces against these black pieces are good for white, so he cannot allow this. That's why he went for the move 20-25. Yeah, again, creating this weakness on 25. And here we will see a theme for the next couple of moves. The move he would like to make, at least at some point, is 10-14. Yeah, but this is not good, because I will have this small idea of giving 2 pieces and taking 2 to king. So at the moment he has to wait till 10-14 is possible. But I will simply keep my idea, strengthening my my own position. And here he would still like to make this move 10-14. But it's not possible, so he has to improvise. And in the game, he went for the slightly ugly move 9-14. With the idea of playing all these moves. And yeah, then it doesn't matter whether you start with 10-14 or 9-14. But we'll see in the game that it's really important in what move order you will play all these moves. So the best move order, I believe, would be to play 4-9 here. And I can reply with something like this. And it's a bit sad for black to allow this exchange. I can simply exchange here. Takes. Play a move like this, keeping an eye on 24. And yeah, this is just a sad position for black. He can try to defend. He's probably okay here, but it's not pleasant to play this. And I think after 4-9, 34, 39, 9, 13, I can also try this move. It's probably a bit more aggressive and stronger. So let's take a look at what happens in the game. He played 14-20, and as I said before, this was a mistake. I find a pretty interesting idea here. I played the move 40-35, and this is not a move you would normally make, because this creates this weakness on 35. But actually this reintroduces the idea that 10-14 is not possible due to this 2x2. Winning the game. So yeah, in the game he still wanted to try this plan. But he probably should have changed plans here and played something like 2-7. Then the game might continue like this. Change to 31. So introducing this threat, and but probably black can hold on here. There's this variation, for instance, and now white can try to win a piece playing this way. So white is up 1 piece here, but black can go for this breakthrough. And this is a bit of a messy position. Yeah, white has a lot of ideas against this piece, especially when it becomes a king. But yeah, analytically it's a draw. For instance, there's this variation. 7-11 might be the most precise, but there's this nice variation that I would like to show. That goes like this, and now black plays the very surprising move 18-23. So here black is down 3 pieces, but on the next move he threatens to take 3 of my pieces, or even 5. And he also threatens to take 3 like this. So there's no good way for white to prevent this, actually. So the only thing white can do is play something like this. Black takes 3. And here the pieces are equal, although white is still a bit better due to the nice control over this diagonal. So yeah, he should have played 2-7 here. There's another variation that goes like this. White could also try to go to 27 here. And then black has to play 4-9 with the idea of exchanging to 22. And yeah, here black is okay because he controls this side of the board. But after 4-9, white can also make this king shot, sacrificing a couple of pieces. So you're two pieces down here, but you do have this this strong king. But because of this weak flank, yeah, black can at some point work on this breakthrough and make a draw. So let's take a look at what happened in the game. In the game, he played the wrong move 4-9, but it's a very logical move. And yeah, here I came up with a really nice idea. So I first played the move 28-23, and this again, yeah, creates an idea after 10-14. After 10-14, I will attack his piece. So he has to make a waiting move, takes, and now there's this small idea of changing back. So black needs to take, white takes back, and now black has to take again, and white takes 2, winning 1 piece and also winning the game. So here he had to play the move 9-13, and yeah, here I came up with one of my favorite moves that I ever played. And it's actually a move inspired by my opponent. NDiaga Samb, he played a very beautiful game in 1997, I believe, against Alexander Balyakin in the Challenge Mondial. He also played this, this beautiful move. And this move is actually pretty similar to classical positions, in which you can play the Gaston attack. It's on the other side of the board, it's this move. And then usually you play against these pieces on the edge. So what this move does is it completely blocks these 4 pieces for black. Since he can never make the move 10-14 anymore, I will just take, and take, and I'm up 1 piece. And it also blocks these pieces from moving out. So for instance, one of the lines here goes like this. Black tries to move out these pieces, but here he will lose due to this threat that will always follow no matter which move he makes. For instance, 13-18. Then this follows, winning the game for white. And it's actually a theme in this position, and in general it's a theme in attacking positions, that this formation can be very strong for white, because you have many tactical ideas with this move, and also positional ideas for controlling that side of the board, as we'll see in some lines that will follow. So I played this very strong move, and the only move he could make was 2-7, and I played this move. And now I again introduce a tactical idea. He cannot make this move because I sacrifice 3 pieces. I take back. He has to take 2, and now I again use this this strong formation, giving away 1 more piece and taking 4 to king, winning the game. So he had to play 7-11 here. I simply played a waiting move. And here you will see also the positional ideas of this this formation. If you were to play 21-27 here, I have no tactical ideas, but I will simply exchange, controlling this side of the board. And yeah, the game might end like this. And the only thing black can do is sacrifice 1 of his pieces, and soon more will follow. So in the game he tried to smart 11-16. Just the last attempt to free his position. So I have the strong exchange here. And now he tries to temporary sacrifice, wanting to take on the next move. But yeah, his position is lost already. I can simply block his pieces again. So here the most logical move would be to change. Trying to change also this piece on the next turn. But I will play this strong move. And yeah, the only move he can make is 13-18. But now I have this 1 for 2, winning the game. So in the game he tried 22-27. But yeah, I simply attacked this piece, wanting to take on the next turn. And he cannot prevent this. So that's also what happens in the game. And this is the position he resigned. He can still make a last attempt. Playing this way. wanting to make a king on the next move, but white can win in a multiple of ways here. For instance, white can simply win by going to a second king himself, and yeah, this is just completely winning. So I think this was a really nice game by me. Strategy and tactics went hand in hand, and yeah, I had this really nice idea in this phase of not allowing the move 10-14. And yeah, here the next couple of moves, I strengthened my own position, and I did not allow him to make his best move. So yeah, that's one of the reasons I really like this game. And moreover, I have still many happy memories of this this very strong move. So I hope you enjoyed this game. The theme, just as the first game, was playing for the center. And I would like to continue with this theme. There are multiple reasons for that. One of the reasons is that it's one of my favorite plans, so I have a lot of nice games to show with playing for the center. And also, I think it's a really useful strategy to learn. I think it's very useful for beginners to learn how to play for the center, since it's one of the easier plans to learn. But it's also a very strong plan. And you see that even at the very highest level, players have a lot of success playing for the center. For instance, tenfold world champion Alexei Chizhov, one of his favorite plans is playing for the center as well. So yeah, I think it's a really useful strategy. And I hope to see you soon for some more videos.